go. Time for another recipe. This is completely optional, but for this orange chicken, I'm gonna take and toast up some cashews and mix it in. You can put as many as you want. I'm just gonna put a few. It has a little crunch. I kind of like it. Some people are allergic to nuts. So be it. Just put it in a pan and let it heat up a little bit. I've got my oil pan going. Now I'm gonna get this all ready for my chicken, to dip my chicken in. I've got 2 eggs, soy sauce. I'm just gonna give it just a little splash is all. Then you can take and add salt, pepper, garlic salt, whichever you want. I've kind of got a thing that I've already used. I'm just gonna sprinkle in a little bit, give some of that chicken some salty flavor. Put that in there, and then whisk this up really super good. Okay, so I got the 2 eggs and that all mixed up. I've got my chicken all cubed up. They're not going to come out exactly the same. That's all there is to it. Do the best that you can. Make it as chunky as you want. When you rinse your chicken, the breast, there was like 5 in a value pack. I used 2. They were 2 good size breasts of chicken. Make sure, okay, you're going to wash your chicken. Make sure that it's not soaking wet, because we don't want, you just don't want that. So now I'm going to take my 2 egg mixture and slap it on in there, just like that. And I'm going to mix it. You can see that. Get that all mixed up. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to add in some cornstarch, and I've got 1/3 cup. I'm not going to just dump it straight in because I don't want it blobbing up someplace. So I'm going to lightly sprinkle it in and then stir it up. And then I will repeat this because it clumps up really super easy, super fast. And you don't have to put the whole 1/3 in. You could put more in. But you go out to a fast food, or you go out, I don't care where, a restaurant or whatever, and you order this chicken, this breaded, there's probably the size of a dime a piece of chicken, and then the rest is all breading, and you know it's not any good. So anyway, I've got this all mixed up. I want to bring my oil up to about 180 degrees to cook. Now I have got my cashews all toasted and just setting aside. Like I said, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. So my chicken is all ready to go, and I'll start putting it in. And you want a light bubble. That might be just a little too hot. Should be at about 180. And start frying up your chicken in small batches because you don't want them to stick together. There we go. Just like that. Some people take and put a little bit of oil in the bottom. Then they got to take their chicken, they got to flip their chicken, they got to take and turn it on its side. This takes care of the whole thing. So now I will get my chicken fried up, and I will get it on this frying pan, or this, well, baking sheet, with this, so that way if there's any oil it'll drop down. And then while it's doing that, we'll get those all cooked up, and then we'll prep the sauce, and I'll show you that part when it's all done. Okay, what I did was I got my chicken all done, out of the way. I got the oven on 250. I'm just gonna put them in there, just keep them warm while I make my sauce. Sauce does not take that long. These are pretty crispy, but the crispy I like. I don't like a whole lot of batter. So that's kind of what I want. So I will put those in the oven, and I'll start on my sauce. And I will take 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of soy sauce, 3/4 cup orange juice. Then I'll add in, I have got 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And garlic is always good. Put in a big blob of garlic. Now I'm going to heat this all up, get it all going. I've got a cornstarch slurry over there to, you know, speed it up and get it good and thick. I want it real thick. I don't want it runny. I want that sauce to stick to those chicken nuggets or whatever that you want to call them. Hey, I forgot. I need honey. Honey. Just squeeze in a big amount. There she go. Since I forgot it. Okay, now we'll come back to you when it's all said and done. Okay, so I took some cornstarch, added in water. I'm going to take and add a little bit. You've got to count it. You don't have to put it all in at once, but you've got to constantly. That stuff settles really super easy. Okay, so now I am going to let this a little bit, a pretty good boil. You can already see that it is starting to thickening up. So just keep stirring and keep an eye on it. Turn that down a little bit. It's still tasting pretty teriyaki, like because of that soy sauce is so strong. I am going to take and add in some more orange juice. Try to give it a little sweetness in there. And we should be just done here in a few minutes. This is thickening up really super nice. And we'll stir this around. I like the dark color. That looks real good. It's thickening up. I will take and add my chicken and my cashews. And it'll be ready to go. Okay, I've got it good and thick. It'll even thick up a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Now that we've got that all done, chicken has been lightly warm in the oven. And I'm going to just start scooping them all in. Toss those babies in there. See how many hits the floor. Just like that. I'm going to set that down best I can. And then I'm going to take both of these wooden spoons. Now, I have not forgot the cashew, okay? Cashews, I dumped the cashews in right now. I was just thinking about it. They kind of really don't stick very well. Like, you know, you can let that sit for a second if you want. If your chicken's kind of cooled down a little bit, that sauce will heat them back up. Toss them all around. Then take, and you can pour it over rice. But just for the video, I'm going to show you how they look. There we go. Then I'm going to sprinkle some walnuts. I love walnuts. You don't have to do this. Okay? Then take a little sesame seed if you want, and tap them on there, and there should be coming up. And there they are. You can take a little bit of extra sauce and coat down those cashews. Plus, a lot of sauce is good. You can, if this is over a bed of rice, there we be. All said and done. They're good. They're tasty. Thanks for watching. Give me thumbs up and subscribe. Be cool. Have a great day.